In what seemed like a reunion, the Taraba State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Child Development, Honorable Bridget Twa, in company of the President of Women in Media, WIM Taraba State, Mrs. Queen Kunde Enoch, who in her usual motherly compassion, even though she is meeting Blessing Matthias, the molested Taraba State indigene in Lafia, Nasarawa State, for the first time, shared an emotional moment, consoling and assuring her of the Taraba State government and people's support in her trying moment. Having traveled all the way from faraway Taraba State, Honorable Bridget Twa did not waste time to state her mission to her counterpart in Nasarawa State, who preferred the meeting to hold in the presence of the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Nasarawa State, Mr. Abdul Karim Kana, since the matter had already been charged to court.
My mission to Nasarawa State is to come and plead for justice for my daughter, a Blessing, which has been assaulted. I came to see my colleague, the Honorable Commissioner of Women Affairs in Nasarawa State, and she brought me to the Attorney General to hear things by myself. In fact, before I came here, she gave me her word that justice will prevail. But I insisted I wanted to come and see Blessing myself and then be sure of the process to justice. I want to take them for their words that justice will prevail. It's justice we want, nothing more, nothing less.
We can assure you that she's protected, just like anyone else, but in our own case, we give her extra protection. We have a gender violence response team here in the Ministry of Justice that works 24/7 for the purpose of handling incident cases like this. And hers is one of those cases that has now entered our records. And I can assure you that she being a victim will be protected by all means possible. She's a member of our family. And I think as it is now, we owe more responsibility to her than even her own family. So we can assure her family, wherever they are, that she's safe here, in Nasarawa State, where she has been victimized.
Although satisfied with the actions taken so far, Honorable Twa explained that she would report back to her principal, the governor of Taraba State, Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku, for further actions that will be taken to cater for the safety and welfare of one of her indigene, even though currently residing in Lafia, the Nasarawa State capital. The Nasarawa State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Hajia Aishatu Ibrahim, who explained that the Nasarawa State government has zero tolerance to violence, especially against women and children, said the perpetrators of such inhuman acts of brutality on Blessing will be punished according to the provisions of the law.
My colleague is here in Nasarawa State to follow up on the assault case of Blessing Matthias, who was assaulted by a lecturer. And we take the case very seriously. His Excellency, the Governor of Nasarawa State, has zero tolerance for gender-based violence. And we assured her that the case would not be swept under the carpet. We'll do everything to ensure that Blessing gets justice.
Speaking to newsmen after the meeting, one of Blessing Matthias' relation, who also came to Lafia from a neighboring state, having seen the viral video where the Federal University of Lafia Nasarawa State lecturer and his family members had molested Blessing Matthias in such an inhuman act, expressed concerns about her safety.
From the look of things, I think Nasarawa State government is trying their best to see how they can fight for Blessing. My humble state, which is Taraba State, I learned that my governor is interested and the Women Affairs Commissioner is also here because of Blessing. I think it's a thing of joy for me, and I think we'll get it to the end by the special grace of God Almighty.
Okay, are you okay? Are you okay with the assurances given for our safety?
Yeah, the safety actually is not yet guaranteed the way I expected it.
Before departing Lafia Nasarawa State, Honorable Twa ensured Blessing Matthias was moved to a safe place where her physical and mental well-being is being properly catered for. You will recall that an associate professor in the Department of History and International Studies at the Federal University of Lafia, Fred Ekpa Ayukai, and 3 of his children in a video which had gone viral on the internet were seen assaulting Blessing Matthias, a Taraba State indigene who resides in Lafia, the Nasarawa state capital. They have since been arraigned in court by Nasarawa State Police Command. The police also recovered a vehicle belonging to the associate professor, which was allegedly used in conveying Blessing to a location along Kwandere Road in Lafia, where she was allegedly assaulted. Queen Kunde reporting for ZT News.